All right, John, so the big issues that we had first off in your setup position is really just your arm position. So what we had was your hands and arms were pushed back too far. You can see that with your right arms kind of pulled back and really cupped with your wrist. Your hands are more kind of positioned in the middle in between your legs. And what we want to see is basically your hands hanging more on the inside of your right thigh. So you can see that, and just your arms hanging much more naturally on your right side. So you can see your right arms hanging much more naturally straight down, not getting pulled back, and you're just getting your left hand closer to your right side, so you're not really pulling back that right arm in your setup position. So you can see much more natural position on the picture on the right compared to the picture on the left. You can see just kind of awkward and jammed up. So this is just a much more natural position where we're trying to just keep that triangle hanging down naturally, where here you can see it's kind of contorted a little bit with that wrist and not really maintaining a triangle position, so just a little bit out of position. Alright, so what we also focused on besides that is your finish position. So one of the key issues that we had for yourself with your finish position is before you'd swing back, and when you'd finish you'd keep a lot of weight on your back foot. So you can see right there with your left foot, there's a lot of weight and pressure going on that left foot. And what we want to see is that left foot getting more into a toe down position. So you can see that when you're finishing your swing now, you're getting that full rotation, you're getting your weight onto your right foot, and your left foot's getting into a toe down position. What you're also seeing is that your knees kind of match up to each other. So before, you can see that there's some separation between your knees there, where now your knees are much closer to kind of matching up together. That's what we're looking for in your finished position to help you get that left foot in a toe down position. One other thing that I want you to focus on is flaring your right foot in your setup. So here's your right foot in your setup position perfectly square, and here's your right foot flared open. With your right foot perfectly square, when you finish your swing, you can see that right foot really spins out of control, out of position, and so that can cause you to over rotate through your finish and just cause inconsistency. And so with your right foot flared open, so you're going to start off with it square but then keep the heel on the ground and flare it open. What that allows for you to do is when you finish your swing, your foot doesn't flare or rotate. It kind of stays in that same angle and same position, and that's what we want to see. The other key thing I want you to make sure that you do is just get yourself into a little bit more consistent routine. So what we had you do is club behind the ball, make sure the lines of the club are going in the direction that we want to. Get your feet together, make sure you're a fist and thumb away from your body, and then just separate your feet 4 inches forward, 6 inches back, and then from there, then you're going to make sure your arm's hanging naturally. You're going to let that your right arm just hang down, natural position, not have it pulled back like you did before from the face-on view, so you can see a lot more natural position. And also try not to turn your right hand over too much. I want you to try to make it just hang much more naturally, because you can see you kind of twisted it over a little bit with that right hand. So you can see that right here, where before right there your hand's hanging naturally. I'd love to see your grip more like that, comparison to that little twist right there that you just did right there at that point. So I want you to try to really make sure that your hand's just gripping onto the club like that position. That's beautiful in regards to your right arm position, instead of twisting it over like that when you start gripping on a little bit more. Besides that, just focus on your finish. So once you get yourself arm hanging naturally and you're set up, swing back and finish your swing. Make sure you get that back foot in a toe down position, your knees match up, and just hold the finish for 3 seconds so you make sure you're keeping your balance and learning how to balance in this position. But really good work, and looking forward to working with you later on down the road.